All right, thanks for being patient, everyone. Anthole joining me here on the commentary couch for our upcoming run. Gotta get his buttons set up, though. Ant, how you doing today?
Not too bad.
Awesome run of Sim, Ant. Never seen that game before.
It was something.
Pretty great. All right, so Ant and I did this once this week, and it didn't keep his buttons, so we're gonna need to reset those. Go ahead and give me a start button, Ant. I'm sure you can see my screen, right?
I don't think it's recognizing my controller, so I may have to close MAME and reopen it again.
I need to reset MAME. I can. MAME's weird like that. Here, give me 1 second, everybody. Yeah, MAME has this weird tick where it has to see all peripherals when it starts, and that's kind of frustrating at times.
Yep.
All right, so try a start button for me. There we go. Coin button.
Nope.
Got me? Okay, cool. Up, down, left, right. This is attack,
Sure.
and then this will be jump. Just to make sure that's correct. Okay, yeah. Alright, everybody. Again, appreciate your patience. So, Ant and I are going to be... This is actually his idea, and I love it to pieces. It was for us to do a co-op run of Simpsons Arcade through a program called Parsec. For those of you not familiar with Parsec, it's pretty great. It takes some doing to set up, but it essentially allows someone else to connect to your remote computer, and they can just utilize inputs through your PC, which allows you to play like arcade games with each other, and it's pretty great. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
All right. So the theme for today is, since we're feeding the kids, we're going to be playing as Bart and Lisa for a co-op run. Hoping to get a good time here. Now, I've played quite a bit more of this game than Ant has, so you're probably going to be seeing quite a bit more activity out of myself, but that's okay, because we've done this once this week and it was a blast. Up and at 'em. So, go ahead and get us started. Once we've both picked characters is when the timer will start, so you go first.
Lisa.
And start.
Bart.
Mash our way through.
Do it.
For those who have never seen this classic game, the story is that Maggie got this diamond stuck in her mouth, and it was a diamond that Smithers was trying to steal for Burns. And Smithers, instead of just, trying to remove the diamond from the baby's mouth, did the truly dastardly thing, and thank you for the assist, and just kidnapped Maggie. What would a villain be if they were doing crazy stuff like that? That was unfortunate. I did not want them to hit you.
Thank you for setting me on fire.
Oh, you're welcome. Gotta feed the kids somehow, right? In this case, it's by setting
I
them
don't
on
think it
fire.
was feed the kids fire, but hey, yeah, that was straight.
I mean, I could have just used a magnifying glass, but I figured that would just be a lot more efficient. Just a thought. So this is also the Japanese version of the game, which is quite a bit easier than the US version. It's the version I'm used to running, because it's definitely the most efficient for speed. Got some food here. Should be one for me as well, I hope, because I'm really low on health. And the more important thing now is we have the broom, because once we're done eating, we gotta clean up. Get that hot dog. He's gonna toss the bowling ball, and I'm gonna try to finish him off with the broom. I don't quite know how many cycles this takes on 2-player yet. It's only 3 cycles on solo. Oh, cool. Took us 3. That's pretty useful.
Easy peasy.
Nice fight.
It helped so much on that fight. I hit him with the bowling ball. It really weakened his composition.
He just tripped on it. Like, oh no. Hit him a bunch of times in the head with a broom. Now we get our bonus game. We're just going to be going match heavy. Just got to finish it up before they do. Essentially, the faster you get through this, the better off you are. Doesn't matter who finishes first. The mashing in that is also quite strict. So we're not quite well fed just yet. We've only had a couple of apples. Stage should be a little bit better. I say somebody's still hungry. I know they are. I'm gonna be a nice brother and let Lisa have these donuts coming up here. Here, boy. There's them donuts. Don't need the sugar anyway. Dunk.
We gotta get that drink.
Yeah, this one you can't eat, but good for throwing. Nice shot. We got the hammer here. I wish you could drink this tea, but we'll just have to settle for hitting these things. Come here, you. Thank you. So now that we have our sub-weapon. Sub-weapons are really busted in this game. Particularly the hammer and the broom, because you can do these dives that have ridiculous priority and damage attached to them. Oh yeah, I forgot there's fruit in that thing, isn't there? Okay, I'm getting comboed. This is bad. Get this apricot, I think it is. I'm gonna have to be careful here. I really don't want to lose this this hammer.
Yeah, don't lose the hammer.
No more food until the end of the stage. We have a can coming up here though if you want to get thirsty. What the heck? There we go. There we go.
I'm so thirsty. Apparently I'm also gonna get hit by a hat.
Yeah, that's one of the issues in this game. You can get comboed so easily if enemies like track themselves well on you. Especially by these guys in the purple shirts, they can just do some serious damage to you if you're not careful. Definitely need that. Got fed, got me a burger. Rusty balloons, pretty easy. Easiest boss in the game by quite a bit. Protect my sister here because she's about to die. I did not want to get hit by that. That was unfortunate. It's not off to a great start, but it's okay. That means I at least got to keep the hammer through most of the rest of the stage.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna fall to Thanksgiving dinner. It's unfortunately a stage that has a reasonable food storage, but we'll be able to find some stuff. This stage is also fairly difficult. To me, it's the first actual hard stage in the game. Just lots of enemies.
Donations in for a boy and his blob.
Oh heck yeah!
100%. You want to see him play more than
do that.
A minute of the game?
You gotta want to see him play more than 2 minutes of that game. That's all it is if you don't get the 100. Oh hey, you found an apple. Nice. I did not know that apple was there. Get out of here. That was unfortunate.
Excuse me.
Yeah, some of those guys you don't actually have to spawn, but they can really be mean if you just let them keep hitting you. Take that corn. Slide is also quite degenerate. Yeah, I think the character sprites, for what AK said, are based on Season 1, but the voices are more like Season 2 to 3. I think this game came out right as Season 3 was starting on television. Now granted, they never had different voice actors. They've always been the same top 6 voice actors, but they did alter their voices over time throughout the show. Like Season 1 Homer does not sound like Season 3 Homer, even though it's still Dan. Take that. There is a hidden food item here. There's that burger. Guess I'll take that. I actually just found that burger last night by mistake. I was de-rusting expert percent runs because I submitted it for the Coin Op Classic, and I was like, I'll just play this stage, and found that burger by mistake. Oh, sweet. Feed the kids. So this elevator you can scam. You'll have these enemies spawn, but you don't have to interact with them until you get to the very bottom, since it's an auto-scroller. We can start killing them, but there's no point, because it's just going to be Hydra. Whenever you kill one, it's just going to spawn more enemies in its place. Now, granted, you saw me get hit there, and that got kind of swarmy for a bit, but I'm going to just take it easy here. Similar to what I do on TMNT during the skateboard stage, it's just a sound cue that I'm listening for. Should be right about here. Nice. One hot dog for my sister.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta actually press a button to pick up items. It's weird. Take this. There's a quick kill I can do here with a proper visual cue. I'm gonna try and get it here. It's really hard. Or he just went after my sister. That's cool. Tee off on them. Might still have a chance at it. I didn't get close enough. This is gross. Ah, so close. I got so greedy. Not the worst, but whatever. What happens, you don't get the quick kill sometimes. This little guy's the worst. The big guy's not too bad. He has low health. His attacks don't have quite as much priority, but the little guy is real issue, as you can see. He can just get out and just not get hit. And being a real troll this time. Nice kill, though. Thank God that's over with. I got that guy. Grab this barrel. We have a reasonable amount of food here. There is a pie waiting for us on the bar, which is kind of cool. This guy get hit. Okay. Captain iframes over here. That's unfortunate. Take that hammer though. Quit that. Alright. Get our butts kicked. That's cool. Never get a hit start. There you go.
You get the pie. You got the hammer.
Oh yeah, definitely getting the pie, for sure. Room's all you. I figured you were still in a position where you could still take it and still be in good shape, but I missed that. The stage is actually pretty short overall, but you wouldn't know it considering how much we got hit at the beginning, and that's definitely on both of us. Get this guy off the pool table. That's a question I ask myself 10 times a game every time I play this game. Enemy hitboxes in this game really leave a lot to be desired sometimes. So there's a cool food trick. There's a food trick here that's actually going to be kind of hard to nail. There's going to be these women coming from the right side who are going to drop these barrels. If we can hit the barrels before they fall, they drop food. I've never been able to clip both of them. Alright, on to our boss. This guy's pretty easy. Just gotta do a meaty slow dive right into him on his wake up. He just won't be able to get out of it. One player it takes 10 hits. I want to say it's a little bit more on 2P, probably like 12 to 13. There we go. Easy peasy. Get your drunk rear end home. Soup kitchen's closed. Alright, up we go. Oh hey, cool. Looks like we had some more donation come in. Alright, on to the butt, as I refer to it as. It's actually the butte, but it's really the butt. Stage is pretty hard. Similarly to stage 3, which is hard because we had not much space to work with. Here it's the exact opposite. There's too much space to work with. These guys are just going to move up and down these planes. Okay. To get much better spacing. You're gonna have to risk the bees here because this tree does contain food. Fortunate. Oh, yeah, you need that. Now you're so low on health. I love that sign. Very matte greening thing to have in this game. Clip this guy. Clip you. Clip you. I'm gonna grab this boulder. Take out all of them. Now, there is some corn over here I'm going to try and get. It's actually kind of hard to obtain. Okay, we got it. Hello? Unfortunately, I lost that much ammo there. She'll cover that side then. Nice catch. Oh, he got tied up. Missed a shot there. Grab the fish. Everybody eats fish, even when it has 3 eyes. What? Okay. We can actually just move from here. The turkey for you. Feeding the kids. Rude. Alright. On to our boss. Bear's pretty annoying. He's actually a really easy boss, except for the fact that these rocks fall, and their positions where they fall are completely random, which means he can, if rocks fall on his spawn point, that means we can have a difficult time hitting him. But if the game behaves, which it didn't that time because it killed my sister, it, we actually can get pretty decent fight out of it. Oh, that's Sabaping.
That's beautiful.
Speaking of feeding the kids, Maggie's still eating that diamond. So we gotta go chase her down. But of course we miss. Smithers gets away in his Krusty Toys helicopter. And we're off to Dreamland. So this stage is really weird. It does nothing else in the game prepares you for this stage because every enemy in this stage is completely unique. We also have some food here chilling out in Krusty's eyes.
Very nice.
Really, game? Okay. Yeah, you'd think you'd be able to eat those, but I guess not. Don't advance too far. We got some apples up here. I think there's 2. Yeah. Wasn't wrong. Alrighty, so saxophones are annoying. Some of the harder enemies in the game, except for the fact they have like no health. Their only attack is the fact they drop these musical notes on you, but that's really all they need. They can combo you with this. They can keep you in stun lock. It's really obnoxious. Took care of him easy peasy though. Letters here. We're gonna start chucking this at enemies. Want that G.
Just the G.
The realest G. These guys are not consistent. Some of them take only 1 hit to kill. Others you have to. I would hang on to that. Don't even throw it. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Yeah, we needed that for the devils, but it's okay. We can take care of them.
Yeah. Forgot about the devils.
Yeah, the nuke makes this fight much easier. But if we can get them against the wall, we'll be okay. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Bowling ball time.
Oh, always forget about them.
Just tee off on this guy. Just throw as many specials as you can. Really, game? There's a lot of disagreement I'd like to throw out at you there. That was kind of unfortunate. This guy goes through 4 different phases. This phase is by far the hardest. The one where he just gets to jump around randomly and just act like a doofus. But thanks to my trusty sister, we took care of that in short order. Phase 3 can be annoying, just because these missiles can have pretty good trajectory, but I was actually in a really good spot to be able to avoid all that. Final phase, we're just going to keep hitting it. He grows this gigantic extendable arm that he can hit you with. It's honestly more threatening looking than it actually is threatening. As long as we can pour on the damage, we're going to be fine. As proven there, because now he's going to count down to explosion.
Easy peasy.
All in the quest for food. This little outro cutscene. Phase this on out. Someone who was in my channel last night pointed out the fact that they don't think this dream makes sense. But then when you play it as Homer, it does make sense.
Yeah.
Because it's all Homer-like imagery. Like Bart is a devil, giant donuts, saxophones that are trying to kill you. I guess if you look at it through Homer's point of view, it makes a bit more sense. Wrap up the second bonus game. That one I think is a little bit easier than the first one, actually.
Yeah, it's shorter.
Much shorter. My best time on the balloon one is like a 4 or something. Whereas that I've actually finished in high 5s. Alright, so Channel 6, this is our longest stage in a game that doesn't feature very many long stages. Cool thing about this stage is we get lots of sub-weapons. Like we start the stage with one of them to just go nuts with his hammer. Nice one. The nuke would probably be really useful. No, why'd you have to land on the top platform? Damn it, game. This guy's acting silly. Well, you avenged me in death, so that's cool. Here we have some extra food. I think you dropped that nuke and it killed 2 guys, so worth it.
All the robots.
So the robot's pretty annoying. He after you hit him, he actually has iframes you can't see, which is obnoxious. As you can see there, I was swinging quite wildly with the hammer every time he was trying to actually make contact with us. The game just wasn't having it.
Well,
So that's...
You should get that because you got the hammer.
I suppose. Broom's all you, though.
Yep.
Get this corn. That was rude.
That was very rude.
It was also rude. Alright, so we got food here in the tree. Some of these, I guess they're apples? I don't know about this tree, though. This tree has pink leaves. Also got pie in the sky. Stuff out of you. Yeah, we should be fine with just one weapon for the boss. It's all you. I'll take it. It's fine. Feed them kids. Oh, you got a slingshot. Nice. Forgot that's even here. I forgot. This stage is just loaded with weapons. They just give you everything for the final countdown. So we can move on. I guess they give you more enemies on 2P there, but that's fine. So this boss, if you can't stun lock him, he's actually really difficult. So let's just hope we are able to actually do that. If I can pin him against the wall, that'll be even better, but if he jumps out, there's really not much I can do. Cool, I killed the troll too. That's great. One more cycle should do it. Or not. He can jump cancel out of death. It's really obnoxious. I don't know why they gave him a mechanic like that, but whatever. Sometimes if you just get that last hit on him, he can just jump cancel out of it and he doesn't die.
Yeah.
It's completely random too, like you have no control over it. Alright, last stage. Just a short boss rush. We've got some strats we can utilize here. Smithers is pretty annoying, but at the very start of the fight, first thing we're going to do is try to obtain some food. Which there's quite a bit of hidden here. Like, here's this hot dog. Here's a hamburger from my sister. Cool thing about the Japanese version is you can have temporary health granted to you. Like, your max health is not actually your max health. Yeah. And Smithers is real fast here. With Thanksgiving turkey up here, I'm trying to obtain. Get it later. I did not want to get hit by that. Smithers can be pretty mean. Honestly, I prefer to stay close to him, even though the cape swipe is a really obnoxious move. So I want to make sure I can get these high damage hits on him. See if I can finish him from here. Yeah, there we go. Now he's going to drop a bunch of fruit. We're going to get as much of it as we can. Bart, unfortunately, is a little slow to pick up food. He's actually the slowest character in the game for that.
Really?
I got enough. Yeah, it's a weird stat to have, but... Alright, so for burns, we have a couple things I would like to be able to do. Ideally, I'd like to see if I can get him over to the wall. Phase 1, that's basically impossible. Pretty close, though. Where's that turkey? There it is. From here, we're just going to try and keep hitting him until we get him to the wall. That double knockdown was not good for us. Yeah, definitely recommend just ground hits here. It's actually better against him. So if I do this correctly and get him to the bookcase, we should be able to stun lock him here. Oh, don't forget to pipe in your quarter and continue. Should let you. Okay. Alright, so he got away from the wall, which is unfortunate. Didn't want to take that death. So from here, I'm just going to try and do more of these. Special attacks do more damage than normal attacks. The reason to do normals if he's against the wall is because I can stun lock him, whereas specials can't. But now that I got him back, I'm going to keep going for it. That was unfortunate. Get him, sis. Alright, so now he's going to act crazy. This is actually his final phase, so he can move really, really quickly here. I did not want that to happen. Yeah, when he's dropping those nukes, he's also completely invincible, which is kind of the worst. But luckily doesn't have too much health here. I'm going to do my best to try to get these hits in. It's all in the name of food. Burns took it all. We got to get it back. Be sure to chime in. Alright, got the last hit. And when Maggie falls on Burns, that's going to be time. 23:02. Thank you. GG to you as well. And if I'm not mistaken, let's go see. Yeah, I was actually right. That it's a little bit less than a minute shy, but that is first for E4K, I believe, this year. That's a new world record. Current 2P world record was from Cooney and Serial, who had a 23:58. Just toppled that by almost a full minute.
All right.
Good days. Good days. That was fun, and I'm really, really glad you suggested this. This was ridiculously fun to do.
And the world record on top of everything else.
Heck yeah. Oh, man.
Thank you guys for donating towards that. We got a bunch of other games that you can donate to all throughout the schedule. So be sure to get those donations in, make us play different categories and games and do things that we're not comfortable with. All for feeding the children.
All for feeding the kids, yes, just like we just did. And it looks like next we've got Toad Up with Bible Buffet, which I love Bible Buffet. Bible Buffet is so cool.
It's an absurd game.
Really awesome NES board game. It's so good. It's so good. Thank you for the GGs as well, everybody. Thank you for donating towards that world record run, and we'll have Toad Up for you all shortly. Take care.
Bye now.